Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to be reviewing all the plushies that we got. I'm not showing everything because there is a special surprise at the end where we show everything that we got in this new year, or 2025 you could say. From January all the way to December, and we'll be showing that at the end. So stay tuned so you're able to see everything that we got. And we'll even hold a top 5 plushies that were our favorite. So stay till the end. And see you then. Alright, so we're gonna start off our plushie collection with like one of my personal favorites, Giant Cheep Cheep. It's like not bad actually. I really enjoy it. It's like one of the older ones. It recently had to get stitched, but it's a pretty good one. So we're moving on to Cheep Cheep. Also a pretty OG one. It's not that old, but it's, you know, one of the older ones. Next up, we're gonna have another red guy, Shy Guy. He's not that bad, he's pretty good, and I really enjoy him. Now, on the other spectrum of things, we have Paracoopa. He's like a red one, but like he's a little different. So we're gonna put him right here. The only thing red about him is really his boots and his shell. But the next guy who's also red is Boom Boom. His shell is the only thing that's red, but I'm gonna put him in this little red category, I'd say. But Boom Boom's brother, or sister you could say, Pom Pom, she has a red head and a red shell. So yeah. Next up is one of my other favorites. It's Giant Blooper. He's pretty simple. He's just a big blooper, as well as mini blooper. This is the basic size blooper, and this one I got like at a flea market, so it's pretty good. But going with the white theme, we're gonna do Boo. He's one of my brothers. He really is really nice. It's nice fabric. And moving on to one of the most recognizable characters, Goomba. This one's not the basic Goomba, but there's a pair Goomba. But later on the video, there is another Goomba. But alongside this Goomba, we have Micro Goomba, which is like a mini version of Goomba. He's not that smaller, but he is pretty small. So we're going to just place him right here. Next up, Chomp Chomp. He's one of my favorites. His design is pretty cool. He has this long chain on him. So we're going to place him right here. And since like he's the color black, we're going to also do Bullet Bill. I want to get Bonsai Bill, but it's pretty expensive. So we're just going to put him right here. And the last one that's in this color is Bomb Bomb. I forgot what it's called. But we're going to place him right here. He's an older one, actually. He's quite older. And he's one of my favorite plushies. So that's why, yeah. As well as also something I forgot to mention, Dwomp. Or Womp. I forgot, honestly. He's not a very recognizable character, but I still really enjoy him. It's a bunch of printed fabric. I don't really like it, but it's just like nice. Moving on to the Koopa family. Well, not really, but Koopa. So first of all, we don't have basic Koopa, but we have Hammerboat. I recently played the basic Mario game, and this guy was one of the most annoying person to deal with, as he just spams and spams and spams hammers. But next up, we have one of the classics, Basic Koopa. He's also a pretty nice one. He's an OG. You could recognize him pretty easily. And now we have Dry Bones. We can place him up here since I kind of forgot about him. But yeah, Dry Bones is a pretty nice character. Everyone really likes him, I feel. There's just something about him. He's just Goomba, but cooler. But after this, we have an annoying character, Lakitu. He's a cool guy in the Mario Kart games, but other than that, he's kind of a bad guy. Literally. So we're just going to place him back here. He's kind of part of the Koopa family. And the leader of the Koopa family, not Bowser, Bowser Jr. We're going to place him right here. Bowser Jr. is like one of the most recognizable characters in all of Mario. So, yeah, it makes sense kind of why he's in the Koopa family. Some of the other ones that we have is Spiny, or whatever those things are. If you know, you know. It's a reference to last year's. Okay, but here's Spiny. As well as another one, Kamek. Kamek is one of my favorites personally. I really enjoy him. I don't know why, he's just something about him. And some of Bowser's nephews or whatever it is. Iggy, one of my favorites. Larry, and as well as Wendy. We could just place Wendy right there. So, this is the first collection, and these are all our enemies and like children of Bowser, like Kamek and the kids. Next up, we have a smaller section, but it's a pretty good section. And we're gonna kick off this section with Bowser. This year we didn't get any new Bowsers, so it's gonna be a bit repetitive. But he's still a pretty cool one. We have basic Bowser, and then dry bones Bowser, or dry Bowser. After that, we have my favorite Bowser of them all, Fury Bowser. He's unofficial, but he's still a pretty cool one. We ordered him online, and that's why I just like him. His design and the people making him, they knew what they were doing. So yeah, this is a smaller one, but it's all 3 Bowsers that we have. Alright, going up with the next one is one of my favorite ones, Tanuki Mario. He is one of the most OG ones that we have. He's been here for a while, so he's just one of my favorites. But going alongside him, Giant Cat Mario. So these are 2 basically giant and biggest ones, which are one of my favorites. But we have a smaller version of Tanuki Mario, small Tanuki Mario, as well as a basic Mario, Baby Mario, and Fire Mario. His little buttons fell off, sadly, and we couldn't find them, so I could just put them back on if I want. Next up is the Luigis. And in the last section, I forgot to mention Wario. Who could forget Wario? He's so great and big. But starting off the Luigis, we have Luigi with the squeegee, as well as Tanuki Luigi, which is pretty. We also have Baby Luigi. One of his buttons fell, sadly. But the final Luigi in this section isn't really a Luigi. It's Waluigi. This is actually a pretty good one. It's fake, though. Or to our knowing it's fake. But it's a pretty good one. So I just like it. And we're going to put it right here. Continue on. Next up, we have Princess Peach. We're going to start off this section. This section's a bit smaller, but not as small as the Bowser section. We have Cat Luigi, or Cat Princess Peach. This, like, good stuff Princess Peach, I'm pretty sure. As well as this official Princess Peach, which is miles better than the other one. This one I got at a thrift store. This one I got for a birthday present, or a Christmas present, I forgot. As well as Baby Peach, which is pretty nice, honestly. And so far, these are the ones we have. We have the enemies, Bowser's, Mario's, Luigi's, and Princess Peach. So we're going to continue going. Next up, we got the Yoshis. This one is my big Yoshi I got for like my birthday. And my second favorite Yoshi, this Fire Yoshi. This one's my brother, actually. Right?
Yeah.
Right now, he's handling the light. As you can see, the lighting is very good. So thanks to him, we're able to have nice lighting in this video. That's him. And we also have Blue Yoshi, which is like similar to Red Yoshi, but this is different. Next up, we have one of the older Yoshis. This basic Yoshi, I'm pretty sure I found this at like Walmart. It was pretty good. And it's just a nice one as well. And we also have Fire Yoshi. This is this one, but this one I got from an arcade machine at this place, which it was pretty easy to get, honestly. So that's the Yoshis. Next up, we got one of the most beloved characters, or hated, the Toads. We're going to start off the section with this blue cat toad, and to go with the theming, this other blue toad, and to go with that theming, this blue head toad. You can see there's a bunch of blues, right? Yep. We also have Toadette, and our final toad, regular toad. It's nice that we're able to have all toads. We're just missing like yellow and some others. So this is a reminder of what we have. We have the enemies, the children, Bowser's, Big Mario's, Basic Mario's, Luigi's, Princess Peach, Yoshi's, and Toads. Let's continue going. Next up, we're going to one of my favorite sections. This section I feel like has grown a lot, which is the items. First off, we have this big blue shell. We've had this for a while. But the next item we have is this other shell. This is a nice shell. It's just some shells, you know? We also have another shell. And after this, another shell. And after this, we don't have any more shells. But we have mushrooms. And mushrooms. And even more mushrooms. as well as another another Mario Kart item, banana. I've seen a smaller banana, but I didn't get it surprisingly. And our final item that we have, fire flower. It's a pretty nice one. So yeah. As an additional one, I found Donkey Kong. I kind of forgot about him. He was just on the sidelines, and yeah, his tie really nice. He's just a nice plushie overall. So we're just gonna put him right here next to the tilts for no reason, because he doesn't really got anyone else. So yeah, let's continue going. All right, next up we have another one of my favorites, but we're taking a shift from Mario, and we're actually going to FNAF. This one I got last year. It was pretty nice. Nice price range. It's a pretty big plush. So this is Eclipse, but like a bigger size. Next up we have Moon, as well as Sun. And also variants to these. We have Eclipse, or not Eclipse. We have Ruined Moon, as well as Ruined Sun. But moving from Security Breach, we're going to go to FNAF 2 and as well as FNAF 4. We're going to have the Puppet, which is, it's not a bad plushie. And one of my personal favorite plushies that I made, the Nightmare Puppet. He was a pretty hard plush to make, as I had to get a bunch of fabric and do a bunch of these small details. And it was overall really nice. The only issue that I have with it is the neck, but it still looks very good. Moving on from these, we have the Bonnies. This is a System Era Toy Bonnie from the mobile game. We also have Frost Plush Trap, which I include in my main videos. And finally, this goofy ass toy bunny. It's a nice one, but it's still very chunky, and that's the overall issue that I have with it. And to continue on, we're gonna go to Sister Location as well as Halloween with Circus Baby, as well as Jacko Chica. Alright, next up, we're gonna continue off with the Foxies. First off, we have this Balloon Circus Foxy, Gingerbread Foxy, as well as Blacklight Foxy. And one of my more favorite designs, Tie-Dye Foxy. The thing I like about him is his hook, as well as his eye patch. It's kind of accurate, but I just like it overall than the other Foxies. And the Foxy that I use for my main videos, this Good Stuff Foxy. Oh, he fell. And to finish off the Foxy section, Funtime Foxy. This one's a nice find that I found, so we're going to place him right here. We're continuing off with the Freddy Fazbears. This one I'd say I had the most. We're starting off with Basic Freddy. Next up, Toy Freddy. Then, Circus Freddy. Balloon Freddy. Blacklight Freddy. System Era Toy Freddy. Then, we got Helpy. Whatever it is. Shamrock Freddy. That's his name. As well as VR Toy Freddy. And then we got Mr. Freddy. And Mr. this Freddy. This one's not actual Freddy. I just forgot about him earlier. Orville the Elephant. Okay, we're moving away from FNAF, and we're moving to Angry Birds. This is one of my favorite things. I just really like Angry Birds, so we're gonna continue going. So after this big pig, we have this king pig, which you're gonna see a bunch of. Oh, he doesn't even stand up. And this one isn't really a pig, but it's more like a bad guy. This is from the real collab with Angry Birds, which is one of my older plushes as well. But continuing on with the video, we have this other king pig, as well as this pig with a mustache with eye bags for some reason. After that, we have this old pig, this basic pig, but it's still a pig. And then a newer generation pig, as well as another king pig. I think you're starting to see a pattern of pigs. Next up, we got another basic pig. I'll just put him down here since he doesn't balance. And one of my favorite ones, Mini Pig. Alright, so a rewind of what we have. First of all, bad guys, the children, as well as Bowser's, Donkey Kong, Big Mario's, Luigi's, Peach's, Yoshi's, and Toad's. Then items, as well as the Sun and Moon, Puppet, Bonnie, Randoms, Foxies, Freddies, and Enemies. Alright, continuing on with the video, we have this boomerang bird right here. Oh, he fell over. But as well as a variant which can open his mouth, which is pretty neat, I'd say. But after this, we have Chuck, or otherwise known as the Fast Bird. We have this one from the movie, which is a bit older one. This newer version, and my oldest Chuck that I have. This Chuck, you can see it's pretty old as it's kind of flattened, so yeah, it's a pretty old one.
He's beat up.
Yeah, he's beat up. And after this, we have something from the Angry Birds collab, I'm pretty sure. We have this pink bird and a mini version. After that, we have Matilda, or this white bird who can shoot eggs. We have this one, as well as this one. This one's a bit of an older one, but this one's like a newer one, but not that new. It's like the one we got more recently.
They're both really old.
Yeah, they're both old, but this
one looks like newer.
Yeah, and cleaner. But we also have a couple more. We got Ice Bird, and then another Ice Bird. And, oh,
Yeah.
they fell. Well, yeah. Thank you, Lightman. But after these, we have another bluebird, which is Rio from the Rio collab. So, yeah, we're just going to place him right here because if not, he's going to fall back. Alright, we're going to continue going with one of the most iconic characters from Angry Birds, Redbird. Well, this isn't just the only Redbird we have. And that's actually one of three. Second one is right here. And finally, the third one, right here. So we have these triplets. Alright, continue going with the Redbirds, we still have a bunch. We have this newer Redbird, which is not very new, but it's still like one of the newer ones we got. As well as one of the cool ones. The Space Angry Bird Redbird. As well as this female Redbird. I'm not sure where I got it, but yeah. As well as Terrence, one of my favorites. And my oldest Redbird, Redbird. But some of my other favorites, this one, which is a very small version of Redbird, and this very tiny version of Redbird. You can see the size scaling is very tiny compared to the others. But yeah, that's what we got for now, the Redbirds. But going with the theme of these big ones, we have this big bluebird. I forgot what his name is, but in the game he can split in three. But in real life, we got this smaller version and then another smaller version. You can see it's kind of similar to this guy. But yeah, it's like just three different sizes. This one's a keychain, this one's regular, and this one's jumbo. But yeah, those are the
three of these keychains.
Yeah, we got three of them. This one, and this one. Yeah, so that's it. And then one of my favorite ones, we're gonna have to move a little over here, cause this one's giant. We got Big Bombird. This is the big boy of all plushies. But yeah, we got Bombird, and then after Bombird, Bombird, and then after Bombird, Bombird, and then after Bombird, another Bombird, and after all these Bombirds, another Bombird. I think you can tell we have a bunch of Bombirds. But for this section, we're going to let the Lightman record because he wants to. But this one's the one that we forgot, kind of. And it's just this jumbo small bird. You can tell that we have a bunch of jumbos. We have this one, the two reds, the pig, and this one right here. So yeah, that's it for the Angry Bird section. And we're going to move on to more random ones and the ones that are like video games and extras. Alright, we're going to continue this plush thing with Among Us. This is a bit of an older one. It's like a trend from, or it's a popular game from like 2020. Well, first off, we got basic Among Us. And then we got this dead green Among Us. Next up, we got these mini Among Us's. They're a bit smaller. You could see that we have a bunch. Wait. We have these three. We have orange, lime, black, like blue, and this purple one with like an alien on top of it as well. So that's like a bit of smaller one, but it's still Among Us section. Alright, continuing with the like video game-ish section. Creeper. This one's a classic one from Minecraft. Everyone recognizes it. But we also got another variation. I'm not really sure where we got this. It's just kind of got it. And it's this creeper head. It's kind of cool. I'm pretty sure it was like a bike thing if you want to search that up. But continuing with the video games, we got Sonic. He's a classic as well. He's from OG. And yeah. And after that, we got one that's not as classic, but it's recognizable. The Loot Llama from Fortnite. This one's one of my favorite from like back then. It's not that old, but it's kind of old. And we also got a bit of Pokemon with Bulbasaur in a new section that we're gonna show after we're finished with showing all plushies. We're gonna show everything, and one of them is a new Pokemon. So stick around till then. But next up, we're moving to Roblox, where we have Blox Fruits. We have the Shadow Fruit, where I got from like one of those like mystery bags, as well as a rocket. It's not bad. I got the worst fruit in the game, as well as one of the best. But they did rework a bunch of fruits. But to end off this section, we're gonna have a pretty meme-ish one. It's from 2023. It's Skibidi Toilet. It's kind of cringe, but I just bought it because I was curious. And it was in a bag, and I was like, if this is Skibidi Toilet, I'm gonna buy it. So yeah, that's what we got for now. We got all these, and then all that, and then all this, and finally the enemies. So that's what we got for now. Let's continue. Alright, and stepping away from video games, we're gonna move on to shows, kind of. We have La Chilindrina, which is a Mexican show called El Chavo. Here we have El Chavo. These are classics for those who know. And also, we got this little, like, thingy guy we got, as well as Alligator. They're quite cute, I'd say. They're nice. As well as whatever his name is from Toy Story. I forgot his name.
Boots? No, that's the Dora thing.
Yeah, but like here we got him, as well as some minions. We got Kevin and whatever his name is, or whoever is who. We also got Mickey Mouse, a pizza, a pumpkin spider, a panda bear. The Grinch has a little like cute thing, and this little bear. So yeah, that's it for the random section. But we do got one more of these randoms. It's not that much, but it's like semi. Alright, and this last one that we have is a bit of a bigger one, so I have to zoom out a little. And it's this big dinosaur Squishmallow. We're gonna place him right there. Thank you, Mr. Lightman. But yeah.
Service?
Yeah, but this is a pretty big dinosaur. I kind of forgot where we got him, but still a pretty big one. So yeah, that's it for the random section. So yeah. Now we're going to continue to the section that you've been waiting for. The section where we show all our new plushies of this year. Or of 2025. Alright, now we're going to be moving on to the new plushies of this year. This is the stage. It's not the best thing. But now we have a crowd that's willing to watch everything. Well, I guess they're forced to. Well, now we have a crowd, and let's get started. Alright, this time we're going to be starting off on a note of our new things. You could see that the stage, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So, let's get started. The first one we got is our Squishmallows that we got from Five Below. We have, first of all, Chica, Bonnie, Foxy, as well as Freddy. And something that we got from the arcade. These ghosts. This white ghost, pink ghost, blue ghost when you eat like that big ball, cyan ghost, red ghost, and finally, orange ghost. So that's the first group that we have.
But just
moving on to the next group.
But just a warning, this is not the awards yet. This is just the new plushies.
Okay, let's move on. Alright, moving on from FNAF, as well as Pac-Man, we're moving on to these little plushies, which hold beads in them, which help them sit. First off, this is like a red panda thing. Like, it's pretty nice. As you can see, it sits down nicely. But we're going to hurry this up a little so we can get to the top 5. We have this chick, this like bowl thing, you could say. This hat, it's like a fedora. as well as a spike ball, and a piece of boba. So that's it for these little ones with beads inside. We're gonna move on to the next section. Alright, moving from these little stuffed beads, plushies, we're gonna move on back to FNAF, even though the Squishmallows were over there. So we're gonna start off with Pizza Simulator, with Rockstar Foxy, as well as Pork Patch, I'm pretty sure his name is. Yeah. And El Chip. I posted a short about these, I didn't get that much views, but it was still pretty nice to tell people about that. I got them. But next up, we got some more random ones, which is High Score Toy Chica and Circus Baby. But you may be asking, why do you get another Circus Baby? Well, this one's actually a bigger size and it's a fake one, so I'm not sure really why I got it, but it's just a bigger size. And my favorite one that I got is Golden Freddy, which I custom made. You might have seen it in some videos, you might have not. But yeah, this is Golden Freddy. And for size comparison, here's the regular one, or the fake one compared to the real one. The quality difference is way better. This one is better quality, this one's just bigger. So that's it for the FNAF. We're gonna move on to maybe Mario. The new Mario plushies we got last year. Let's get started. Also, an additional one we forgot to mention, Dreadbear. This one's a pretty cool one and I honestly enjoyed it. So, here we go, Dreadbear. But we're continuing with the shift of video games, but we're going on to a different game. And it's Mario. First, we have Squirrel Luigi. Next, Poochie. We weren't sure if we got him last year, but we just put him in here because, yeah. Next up, Goomba. This one's a base Goomba. It's a bit strange, but it still looks fine. Then we got Squirrel Toad and this Phantom Ghost. I forgot his name, honestly. As well as Cat Mario. It matches with the big Mario. And Squirrel Toad. And we also got Rosalina Cat. And a Head Toad. But this one's a different variant and it's green. Then we got Shiny Silver Mario, which is one of my favorites. It was a tough decision not to put in the top 5. But this one was a harder decision to not put in the top 5. And that is Big Goomba. If you saw one of my videos recently, Big Goomba is in one of them. He's one of my favorites. He's pretty big. And I just enjoyed making a video with him overall. So that's it for the Mario that we got this year. Now, let's move on. Alright, we're going to continue on with a bit of video games. Move on to Plants vs. Zombies. These I found at the thrift store, and it was a pretty good spot that I found them in. So I found this zombie, then this surfer zombie, as well as another Blox Fruit, and a Power Ranger that I found from my brother, and Cookie Monster. This one we got from the arcade, which is pretty nice. So this is our new plushies, excluding the 2025, the top 5. So now, we're going to be moving on to that. Alright, to continue on with this thing, we're going to move on to random animals that we have, or that we got. First off, this thing, I'm not sure really why I got it. It's just, I found it, and I was able to get it. Next up, Jigglypuff, as well as this Boba Cup. I'm not sure why I got it, but it was in the school store. Then we have Waddles, one of my favorite as well. I just really enjoyed him, and I got him as a surprise, surprisingly. So yeah. We also got this duck with ears, and this deer, which my brother got for Christmas. And then another big one. It wasn't that hard, but yeah. But this big one that we got it at Measure, and it's just a very big one. So yeah, put it on the ground, Lightman. So yeah, it's quite big. It's not super ginormous, but it's quite big, so yeah. Alright, starting off with number 5. You guys have been waiting for this. At the number 5 spot, we got a croissant. This croissant was found in a thrift store. I was able to wash it. I was able to clean it. And from now on, I believe that I should use this to represent my mascot or my logo, whatever. But yeah, this is going to be my logo most likely, if I remember to do it. So yeah, that's going to be it. And let's move on to number 4. Alright, moving on to number 4. We got the Hot Dog Man. Well, this hot dog man isn't very special, but we believed that it was quite nice and we just liked it overall. So we decided to choose it as our number 4 slot. And through the other plushies, he looks pretty good and it's one of our favorites. Right, Mr. Lightman?
Yes.
Alright, we're moving on to number 3. For number 3, we got
A Mario elephant.
okay. Mr. Lightman, you can explain.
We think it's like one of our most detailed, but we just couldn't put it in number 1 or number 2. It was one of our best.
So that's why we believe it deserves number 3 spot. So let's move on to number 4. Alright, moving to the number 2 spot. We got, drum roll please, Foxy the Pirate. This, I feel like, is one of the best, highest quality plushes. It's so soft. The details are crazy. It looks accurate to the game's representation of a Foxy plush. This just had to be number 2. It's just very good in detail. It's great. It's soft. Like, you won't even believe. It's like blanket soft. So, this is why we think it deserves number 2 slot. But now, we're moving on to the number 1. Okay. Now, presenting number 1 slot. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what it's all been for. Our 2024-2020 everything collection. We've been ramping this up. This doesn't really count as a 2025 collection, but it's within the range that the video was created. So here it goes. It is the 18-inch FNAF Carl plush from Good Stuff, and this thing is excellent. I've never seen a plush this carefully thought out for. I know Good Stuff has a bad reputation, but when it came to this plushie, it might be just a little of a lazy rework of a basic Carl. And this might be FNAF Carl too. But this is beautiful. I'm not sure what it is about it, but its colors are vibrant. Its stitching is actually good. And the derpy eyes, it might not look good on other plushies, but on this one specifically, it's perfect. So that's what we got. And that's our number 1. So thank you for watching. And here is everything that we got. So there we go. That's the rest and everything we had gotten. Our FNAF, our randoms, our Marios, our items, Yoshis, Peaches, Marios, Bowsers, Donkey Kong, and enemies and children. So that's it, and thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next video.